Right.
Tap.
Game
door.
time.
Let's go. Get out. Get out. Oh, get out. Use hooks in. The best way to keep someone in that is to hips up when they're trying to get out of it.
What the fuck is up? It's Ollie Courtney here with this cunt and this cunt. We're in Harry's house right now, listening to nothing but thieves and fucking cunt with tattoos. We'll be here today, eating Pringles and sucking cock. Fucking strapping. It's going to be a spunky ride.
We're gonna rock out with
calculations. So, welcome guys, welcome back to another episode, as you said, of Breeze Podcast. It's good to see you guys back today. In this episode, we will be doing something crazy. We're going to be talking to something epic. Epic. So,
The circle of life.
yes, literally, as you may or may not be aware by looking into my friend Cameron right here,
Don't punch the baby.
I felt a kick.
he's pregnant. He is pregnant, but
It's kicking because it smells vape on your breath.
the question we have...
Oh, God.
It smells poppers on your breath.
The question we have in this episode, and we're going to be getting to the bottom of this in today's episode, is who is the father? Is it me, Harrison Ennis, or is it Dragon? So,
Me.
is it Jason Dragon, or is it Harrison Ellis? You know, me, Cam. What do you think? Who do you think it is?
XXX Tentacion? Is it Ben Mills? You know.
Who do you think
I
it
am
is, Cam?
I'm like always. Look at my hair now.
Why is that? Is that a pregnancy sort of side effect? Or?
What? That you become ginger?
Yeah. So, firstly, I want to ask you, Cam. You know, you had a good time with me and Dragon in very short spaces of time. So, what's your thoughts on that, and why do you? Who do you think is the
They were
pregnant?
absolutely shagadelic, baby. As we know from 2 episodes ago now, that Harry had a massive schlong from birth. Also, the doctor said. Also, Harry said.
Dr. Cotti.
But Ollie is obviously going to town on people in Brighton with a massive trench gun.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I did. If I can be completely truthful for the record, I planted the seed, and I'm watching the flower grow into a
That's what I'm saying.
beautiful tulip.
It's saying some very degenerate things, so it must be Ollie's.
See, I think, you know, I feel the same as you, and I was only a day after you. So, firstly, Cam, what are you doing, you massive slag? But secondly, you know, it's something we need to do a DNA test, of course. And before you question any further, down here with me, I actually do have the results to the DNA test. Now, why?
So you're basically like the presenter and a contestant at the same time.
Exactly, my friend. Exactly.
We don't need the results. I just need to look into his eyes and see.
the
I'll
babies?
take that baby out, chew the fucking umbilical cord.
Each
Give it a
of
quick
you,
look. Oh no.
if you're serious about being the dad, then each of you should have to sing me a song to prove your heartfeltness.
I'll sing to the baby.
Yes, come sing to the baby.
When it's born, I will grace its ears with my...
I need to
Tulip
hear
voice.
it. I need to hear it.
What are you gonna sing? What are you gonna sing the baby?
Hello, baby.
I think sicko mode is appropriate.
I'm gonna sing.
She too goth for me.
She too good for me. Yeah, she too good for me. I don't know the rest
Push
of
your
the words.
penis.
Oh, that's what we already did. That, Cam. How do you expect the baby to be here?
That's a
Oh,
child!
And
We
now
already
you,
pushed
now
the
you,
baby.
Ollie, you gotta tell the baby. You gotta sing the baby something. Sing it a bit of Hound Dog or something.
I'd rather just reach up and give it a high five. I mean...
You reach up
With your
Oh, no.
penis.
Alright, Cam. I think it's viewing time. Bend over.
Oh.
I'll give him a little
you-
wave.
Give me.
This is a family-friendly show. This is a family-friendly show, so
This
we
is
don't
gone.
go.
This is so out of pocket.
I think
Unreal.
we just edit every fucking word of this out. He goes,
The same. I love how we left Ollie's house on Ollie's tag goes, remember, things are on the internet forever.
No, listen. Before I reveal the results, I haven't seen the results either myself, so it'll be new to me, new to everyone. Before I reveal the results, I just need to know, the perspective. So I'll tell, the story of how me and Cam consummated, then I want to hear yours. So, to start with, excuse me, I said to Cam, before we, anything happened, I said, listen, Cam, I like you, and, I'm not one to want to be messed around and that sort of thing. So I said, so listen, if you are, only kind of looking for a one-time thing, or you're kind of going about doing this often, it's fine. But, just let me know, because, I want to know where I stand. And he said, no, you're the only one for me. It's only you, forever, always, only you. And I said, okay, I believe you. I saw the sincerity in his eyes, and I believed him. Then later, we had an amazing sensual experience. Sensual seduction by Snoop Dogg was playing in the background. It was amazing, and probably one of the best experiences of my life. Now, I was thinking about that for weeks after, thinking, I can't believe I'm so special that only I can experience such a experience with this man. Later, obviously, when the pregnancy occurred, I said, I'm a father, I'm going to be a father. And then I remember you saying, wait, well, hold your horses a minute, because,
I'm dirty horse.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but you said, I'm really sorry, but, the day before I did actually do the exact same thing with Dragon over there. So, this is more of like an intervention
this all happened
than
in
anything.
Bournemouth.
Yes, it happened in Beehole. Literally. No.
That's not how babies made.
So, quite frankly, Cam, I am disappointed.
You'd think he would know.
I am distraught. I am, what's the word? Flabbergasted with you for the lies, for the deceit. But that's the way I see it. And Ollie, Dragon, sorry. I don't know who's Ollie. Yeah. Dragon.
Stranger.
How did you see it? Was it similar to me, or was it more of just a
It
shag?
wasn't. I came to his door. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I came to his door. I had a dandelion in my teeth.
Oh.
I was clutching a dandelion in my teeth. I came to his door and said, I don't like you. I am looking to mess around. Please. And he just gave me a cheeky little nod. Took me by the hand, walked me to his bedroom, which was his bed,
He made when you
gently dusted with rose petals. I lie down. He takes me. I'm a man. He is a
Beast.
man.
A travelling street whore.
And we made sweet love for 14 hours. When the sun rose, I was a new man, and a new man had been created.
Well,
within Cameron.
Well, that's the question, though.
Has
Has
the
a new man been
love-
created, or
she's
was that a day later with me?
There is certainty in my eyes.
And then
I can
both of
smell it.
There's certainty in
And
my
then-
eyes. I can hear it.
and then the
Oh.
third day, both of you were inside me.
It was a double penetration situation.
No,
Alright,
no.
This
I don't know what he's talking about.
this is the most out of pocket joke ever.
Now,
I really
I'm going to
didn't
quickly
get
go into the kitchen and I'm going to get the DNA test results. Now I'm shaking on this. Look at my hand. Like I am scared because I want it to be me at the end of the day, because I've been looking forward to this. Cam is the love of my life at the end of the day, and I can overlook the fact that he
Love
likes
him,
me
man.
about you, but it was the day before, so it wasn't cheating, because if we happened the day after, if anything, was cheating on you. So. I can overlook the lies, the deceit, in time, and I think a baby will obviously really help that. So yeah, without further ado, I will get the
We're
test
going to
results.
quickly cut away.
Oh guys, so this is the segment where Cam is off his face and he's passed out and we're gonna fuck with him because it's funny, but we love him really. Item number 1 is the Xbox 360 controller. Okay, we got number 1 done. Ketchup. And if you guys can't tell, there's a cock on his forehead. Oh, wait.
Cam's bag right here.
Let's go. The skateboard. I think he's found us out. Just checking you're alright, mate, don't worry. The tea towel. How are you feeling, my friend? Let's fucking go. Let's go. We did it. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Wait, that's what she said.
Oh,
Sorry,
That's
what
so
Cam said.
bold.
what are you, Dr. Freeze?
I'm Dr. D. Anyway, so
You're Dr. Dickens.
Dr. Dickham down.
Dr. Dickens, like...
Dr. Dickham up. Anyway, we need to stop this. So here we have the DNA test results. I'm so scared right now. Oh yes, I know I'm wearing glasses. I thought, I've got to see the results, my eyesight and everything. So, well, before I open it, do you really think it's yours or do you think it's mine? I think it's mine. I really believe that it is mine.
There is nothing. There is nothing but certainty in my mind that baby is made of me.
It's got a long schlong silver's blood pumping through it.
Yeah,
Canalinga.
that's his middle name.
A booby snack.
What? Booby snack. Okay. So, I can't see with these glasses. that much.
We should do like a joke where then Swaps and Ollie's pregnant.
You go like, sit there, make it very nice.
It'll be like on Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they're doing the it's like the deleted episode where they do the Lethal Weapons.
Yeah.
Where they keep changing blackface.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it'll just be changing pregnant.
Okay, so Ollie, you better not be texting no hoes about the pregnancy because this is confidential for now.
I only have one man.
So here it reads: I do declare, I solemnly
I do
swear,
declare.
it's what I say is the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
So help my
So help my ass God.
NWA.
Yeah. And then it says, if you don't need a TV license or the property is unoccupied, please let us know. And we'll update our records.
T's and C's.
I think that was from something else, I don't know. So, by the grace of Janine Hoswell, by the grace of Janine Hoswell.
Oh, I know Janine. She's a real straight shooter. She knows what she's doing.
Okay, well that's good to know we're in good hands then.
Yes.
My
Just
nipples
like I was-
are very
Lactate. No?
very sore.
Beg you, cunt.
Right, we're delaying.
Oh,
we
this
need
is
the
so
answers
fun.
here.
It's unreal.
Okay, are you ready? I'm scared, man. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, wow. Oh, Cam, you are... I don't think I can look at you in the same way anymore, honestly.
I want it to be yours.
No. Cam, is there anything you haven't told us? Be honest. Be honest now, because I'm going to know if you're lying.
It might be Quandale Dingles.
Well, it says here, this baby was consummated on the
Consummated.
29th, the 29th of 1st Seed 2037. Now,
In Minecraft.
yeah. So
Go on,
that was
one
the
second,
day
one
after me and 2 days after Ollie. So there must have been a third man. So just
No!
tell us the truth. No! Look what you've done. Look what you've done to Dragon. It's locked. Look what you've done to Dragon. Honestly, Cam. No, Ollie, it's okay. It's okay. I'm in the same boat, my friends. I feel so. No, Cam, I need the truth now. No lies.
Well, I feel the baby coming out And you all know who the father
No,
is.
we don't know who the father is. We need the truth. No, you're lying. You're lying. He's pretending to like have a heart attack, so you can get out or get away with it.
Who's the
He
baby
fucked the
boy?
Oh shit! The frog's the father.
No, it's Kermit.
This is
Wait.
the baby.
Let me have a look at this.
This
It's
is the
Cam
baby. It's the baby.
So Cam
Oh, I'm
very
still-
unconvincingly is saying this is his baby and giving birth. And if this is a frog, you bastard.
Oh,
You
you
think I'm
bastard.
with Kermit?
No, he fucked
Bastard.
Graggle, didn't he?
Fucking whore.
Fuck Grandma Simpson. After everything, I gave a PowerPoint and everything, and bro, this has got many layers. This is like a cinematic universe, the BCU, the Brief Cinematic Universe. I was doing that PowerPoint on Graggle last week, because it will be a week when it comes out. And wait, what? No, last week for real. And basically, Cam, remember what he was saying? He was going, it's not real. Graggle never existed. This and that, because he was trying to distance himself from the truth, the fact that Graggle is the fucking father. Man.
He's a Reddit creation.
That was a highly just insulting to me. I remember him.
Look, he looks like he sells fake Vaseline. Graggle killed John Kennedy.
Graggle did 9/11, you know.
I mean, I can vouch over
Oh,
there. I
fucking
watched him
hell.
do it.
Let my baby speak.
Graggle.
And it'll-
First words.
It'll just be Luke Christian's voice saying something really out of pocket.
The judge did it wrong, man. The judge did it.
You need.
No.
I don't know how to move on from here,
I will
honestly.
give you a Pringle if you cut this entire sequence from
Oh,
history.
don't worry, I'm not hungry. So, the final thing to say about that is Cam is a deceptor. He is a saboteur. He
He's a
is a
cheating
slag.
troll.
He is a.
I'm part of the prank patrol.
He's a
Prank
man.
patrol.
You think he's a certain way. You get to know him, and you realise he is actually just an evil human being. So, I think we're just gonna have to leave it there because I'm sad and I just don't think I can think about it anymore because I'm trying to hold back the tears at this point, and I can't.
Look into the window of my mind. What have you done today to make you feel proud?
I can't get a copyright strike again, Cam, please. So, with that out of the way, I'll try and forget about it. To hold back those tears, we're gonna have to just move on. Now,
Age of Quandale.
cue the game show music. Do 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 do. No, that's Diagnosis Murder.
No.
Yeehaw.
Law and Order.
No, you went dun dun do 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 do.
Let's go mix
Look, we got an audience now.
Pushing peanut.
Nah, don't look at him. He's weird. He's got like anger issues and stuff.
You must Lady and the Tramp me a Pringle into my mouth.
Alright, no, I actually have a debate
Can we
question.
go back? Can we go back to
episode.
normal? Can we go
Yeah.
back to normal breeze?
Okay,
Do we need to step
We
it
need
back
a
down?
topic. We need a topic.
the comedy skit is over now. I have a genuine debate question. Okay.
That's the longest intro we've ever
What
done.
comedy is that? It's just bullshit for like 20 minutes.
That's the longest intro we've ever done. Like, how long was that?
Oh, was that the intro?
20
Welcome everybody.
21 minutes. So, welcome everybody back to Breeze
Nah, we
Podcast,
already did that, to
the
be
more
fair.
normal episode.
No. Okay, my genuine question for you guys
Fit hit
is
drop.
a debate question.
We heard they want to take the baby off of levitating because he said some
Baby
homosexual
top pics.
things. Anti.
Yeah, he said the whole like I don't even know what he said, like gay people or something on stage.
Yeah.
It didn't even really make much sense when I listened to it. I was like, what are you saying? He's probably like not even sober, so
To be fair,
he's not
like,
a good person though. He's murdered people.
a
Got
lot
away
of
with it,
rappers, like, they do say stuff that's
allegedly.
very allegedly say things that are obviously clearly.
Oh, I have a
Rude.
question for you guys. It's not a question, but did you see recently? You know, there's that guy. He's like quite famous in America. I'm not sure what he's famous for, but he's like got no hair and he's like a comedian. He's got like Howie or something like that. Howie Mendel or something. He recently posted a video on TikTok of an actual prolapsed anus. Did you see it?
No?
So he fully posts a graphic picture of a prolapsed anus and he makes a joke. He's on the green screen thing of the TikTok app and he's like, can someone tell me, is this COVID related? And if so, what are we going to do about it? And I'll see the whole video.
God.
And like it got removed, but like loads of people were like duetting it and just like it made this massive thing. And it's funny because like apparently he's really scared to get himself cancelled, but then he did that. It's really weird. So you guys didn't see that?
What the fuck? No. That's
Can I show you guys?
So
I've actually seen the aliens.
Yeah,
I
they-
mean, if
they
he was
put it up on
curious, one
screen.
Google search would tell you that your anus isn't going to turn inside out if you get COVID.
Well, that's the joke, isn't it?
Oh, it was a joke?
Yeah, it was like.
I thought it was like actual concern.
No.
You want doing a WebMD and like actually get medical advice on Twitter about a prolapsed anus.
Oh, fuck off. Howie prolapsed anus. Inside
Filthy, yeah.
out, the we turn my
My
anus.
asshole. No,
Upside down.
that's not what you want. Oh.
It'd be better to be able to fly than to be able to be invisible.
What?
People should be allowed to go barefoot anywhere they want.
What are you talking about?
People shouldn't have to go to school on their birthdays.
Oh, are you doing a Martin Luther King speech?
That's an interesting speech. We should legalise human cloning. No, we shouldn't.
You fucking should. If I had the choice, I'd have like 8 of them. I'd have like 8 of me, but I'd make them with slightly like lower IQ, which isn't high anyway.
So you get.
So then I'd have them. I'd just be like, all right, you go do my ironing, you wash my clothes, and then if they do good, they can have like a Pringle at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you know, when you clone someone, they don't come out just like you. They grow as a fetus, and then they grow up.
Yeah, but they grow up like really quick, don't they?
No, that's Star Wars, mate. That's not real. That's the clones in Star Wars. It's not accelerated. Like the technology's there. You fully can clone the cells, and then you can inseminate your clone into a woman, and she will give birth to you. But it will still have to grow up from a kid.
No,
And-
the thing is if you take the stem cells of a baby and clone that, then when it's born, it will be a baby. If you take the stem cells of a fully grown person, they are the age you are. So then the
Yeah, but
baby,
you can't clone
its
that.
age will be really messed up, and maybe you'll have a baby that kind of looks like you.
That sounds awful and just unethical and really sad.
Not much about this is ethical.
Yeah, that's true. No, but like, thing is though, if you let's say you clone the whatever and you yourself and the baby grew and you grew it up yourself.
Baby grew.
It would live a different life to you and it'd go through different experiences. So I don't think it would look like you. It would grow up looking slightly different because a lot of your experiences in your life is what shapes how you look.
But that you're forgetting
think
the
it would look like
cardinal
you.
rule of
Yeah, it
cloning.
would- it
If
would
you
have
have a
like some
clone,
scars,
you
wouldn't
have
it?
to brand its face. That's like, so say you've just had your first clone, you get a hot number 1 and you brand the number 1. You can't have clones looking like you walking around. That is just asking for trouble. You need to have numbered clones in an organised system or shit gets bad. I know this from
That's
a vast
interesting.
experience of clones.
Of clone grounds.
Yes, yeah.
I learned this from Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Mm.
Guy Lewis.
Who?
I thought you just said Guy Lewis from Clone
I
Wars.
said Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I know this from Star Wars. So, speaking of like freaks of nature and everything, how about they make these really lifelike sex dolls these days, like really lifelike. What if
Yeah.
what would it be ethical or moral, whatever you want to call it, to create to ask for a custom sex doll and make provide all these pictures of let's just say a girl that you're in love with but she doesn't really like you and you get the pictures of her face, they literally make a perfect version of her and you're just like shagging it. Would that be right or wrong?
I'd say that's very unethical. Although if it prevents violent sexual crimes, then that's another way of looking at it. If it stops certain people from taking desires and thoughts further than just feelings,
I
then
just can't imagine a doll would satiate a... I mean, I feel like they'd get bored of the doll. I mean, if you're willing to actually make a sex
I
doll
wasn't even talking about
that looks like exactly like someone, then I think there's something wrong with the person who made it in the first place. It's like kind of doing the bidding of...
Well,
Right.
we don't even need to talk about these. We could just talk about weird people in general. Like, there's creepy people out there that are like obsessed with people, and they might just do it just so they can have sex with it, and imagine it's the girl or guy or guy.
if it stops them from stalking or whatever,
But
then
what if they're gonna do it anyway? What if they're not even stalking? They're just weird.
Well, they're just looking at them on Instagram
Some
and
metal
that.
girl had a doll of you and was like shagging it. Like that would be like, or like a version of you that can't say no or do anything back. Like it just all kinds of weird. Like, and inevitably when Skynet kind of rises, we're all fucked at that point.
Because
everything will just copy what happened in a movie.
I mean,
Harry-
they've got money for the shag then it'd be like.
Because Harry, you've had, let's say, some kind of interesting fan stuff, or, well, I want to say that you've said before that, you know, you get some interesting kind of interest from.
You're taking a long time to say this, Cam.
You get interest in certain ways
10 times now.
from fans, and that imagine one of your fans in imagine like you become super famous, imagine fans of yours could go out, like order online a sex doll of you. Like, how would that make you feel?
Don't know, if it's loads of people doing it, I might like it.
Really, if you
Ego,
like
isn't
fully
it?
knew,
I don't know, but what
yeah.
So you turn a girl down, and they're like, "Oh fuck you, I'm gonna go home and shag you anyway," because they've got a doll of you. Like, I mean, it's like, "Oh, well, I'd rather you didn't." Kind of like, because I wouldn't shag you, but you're in some sense going to shag me anyway. Like a doll that's basically me, but not with me in it. Like, I mean, that would kind of rub me the wrong way. Yeah, but it's wrong.
Yeah, of course. I have to blur out all those words I have to break. But, Cam, thoughts?
So as an ego thing, then you reckon that if you knew that, like, if you were like one of the most famous people in the UK, and people could go into like Ann Summers and buy a sex doll of you, then you'd be super. You wouldn't be super happy, but you'd be kind of like, oh, I feel admired. I feel like, oh, kind of like a sexual icon.
I think like at first it would be like, oh yeah, that's kind of like ego boosting, that's cool. But then after a while you'd be like, okay, this is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because a TikTok went viral recently of this girl. She basically did like all this silicone gel mold thing, and like made basically a dildo of her boyfriend's thing for like millions of viewers to see on TikTok. Like, do you think that's kind of unethical to the boyfriend? Like,
Not if he's cool with it. If he said nah, don't do that, and she did it anyway, then yeah. But if he didn't care, then it's fine.
but like, what if they like separate and she's really like still super into him? Like, that's kind of a bit.
Well, that's something he should have thought about before he said it was okay to do, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because if you say okay to something and then circumstances change, you've still got to live with the decision you made. So that's the same with anything. It's like people say, like, I don't know, oh, you know, trying to think of an example. Like, you did something. Do you regret it now? Whereas because something has now changed. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you bought a different example, but you were going out with a girl or a guy, whatever. And you bought them a present for their birthday, and then like a week later they broke up with you. It's like, do you regret buying them that now? Whereas like some might say yes, but at the same time it's like, well, no, because like you didn't know at the time. You were doing what was fine, so then you just got to live with whatever happens after. haven't you?
My first girlfriend, she was really big into Baby Yoda. Yeah. I bought her a Baby Yoda thing, like a Baby Yoda toy, and I saw her come up on Tinder the other day, and she had that same Baby Yoda toy with her holding it as the first photo on her profile.
How did you feel?
A bit weird that like I bought that for her, and now she's kind of using that to get
Yeah. Well, I mean,
people, but it's fair enough. It's her thing.
Yeah,
now,
it's
innit?
like she got given it. She can do what she wants with it, really, can't she?
yeah.
And it's probably nothing like, she's probably not doing it about you. She's
No,
probably doing it, oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool for the photo. You know what I mean? It's like my ex-girlfriend bought me a Nintendo Switch for Christmas a couple of years back. Whenever it was that we had a Christmas together, and I carried on playing games on that up until very recently. I sold it now because I needed some more money, but I was playing some games on it, this year, and I shouldn't feel bad for that because she bought it for me at the end of the day, didn't she? I bought her things that I wouldn't care if she. This is a good question, right? This can spark a good question. Some people think, oh, when I break up with a girlfriend, I think I should have all the things I bought for her back and stuff like that. But some people say that, and some people don't. I never thought that. I always thought it doesn't matter whether you break up or not. If you bought something for someone, well, that's theirs now. And if they bought you something, well, that's yours now. It's like
even if it's someone you're not going out with, though, like if you've bought something, you've had something that is yours, and you've made it something that's theirs, so it's their thing now. Like
you've passed the ownership on, so. Once you give it to that person, your ownership over that thing is gone, no matter.
But then
what
again,
happens.
if you give someone something under the pretense, something that is just wrong, like someone goes, "Oh, I haven't got a car. Can I borrow yours today?" or something like that, and then turns out they do have a car, and like they just wanted to have your car, like then that's a whole other thing. Like if they've lied to you to get the thing, then I feel like that's a different thing. You can rightfully ask for that back.
I think there's kind of like. There's a fine balance to it. I think there's a spend limit to like asking for stuff back, like, and how long you've been going out with someone. So like, say you've only been going out like a couple of months with someone. If you spend over like 250 quid on a gift, then they should be able to have it back. But if you've gone out for like a year plus, then I reckon the limit should move up in like how much you spend on that person.
I know what you're saying. I think the way I think about it, and similar to what you're saying, I suppose, is like if somebody like let's say for example I'm going out with a girl. I'm not, but let's just say I am for the example. Let's say I'm going out with a girl and I really love her or like her a lot, and I buy her this, like let's say I have a lot of money and I think, all right, I'm going to buy, I know she really wants the new PS5.
Yeah.
So I buy her a PS5 because she can't get one. She's like, oh my God, this is amazing, this is amazing. She plays it loads. But this whole time, she's been planning on breaking up with me in her head for a while now, but she hasn't told me. And we've only been out for however long, I don't know. So, well, it doesn't matter long or short.
I think morally in that situation, they should want to give you it back.
That's what I was going to say. That's what's going to lead to. I was like, I think in that situation, knowing she's going to break up with me and then she does, I think it would be then fair for the girl to say, okay, well, yeah, you can have this back because I already planned on it. But let's say the same thing happened. I bought her the PS5, but she had no intention of breaking up with me. But let's say a month later, a lot of issues just came around and loads of stuff like that, and it naturally we had to break up. I wouldn't expect it back then because it was like a product of was after the fact, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
I feel like it depends how you see the person afterwards. Like if you been going out with someone and then you find out they've been like cheating on you, just bought them something.
Yeah, also that's
and
the same.
it's
Even
like,
if they were cheating on you, then I think
it was again under like false pretenses because you didn't.
That's
think they
true.
were doing
That's
that,
true.
and then-
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, it all depends on the situation, and you have to just like gauge what is it like. I think if it was all good at the time, then there's no reason why you should have it back. But if there was something going on that you did or didn't know about, then yeah, maybe. But I think if you did know about it, but you still bought it for them anyway, then you shouldn't have to be giving it back because you shouldn't have bought it for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if they were mistaken.
Yeah.
There's another level to that of like, gifts in a relationship should not be like, kind of a way of making them feel morally obligated to like stay with you.
Yeah, of
Thing
course.
like, if things are going bad, it's not a good idea to like buy someone gifts to try and like keep them in the relationship.
I feel like a gift for any other reason other than to make someone else happy is like weirdly targeted in a sense. Like you're trying to like manipulate someone with like
Well, I think that
obligations.
I think
like,
that comes from like a insecure, like the person who's doing that sounds like they'd be very insecure with themselves and with the relationship to think that have to buy them loads of stuff for them to stay with them. Because if that's the case, then it's probably not going well anyway. The relationship, is it? You know what I mean?
And if someone's expecting you to buy them loads of stuff to stay around, then that's also like, because there's always going to be someone who can buy more stuff. Like you could go out with Elon Musk and he could just buy you anything. But like,
yeah, it depends on the I suppose.
Like if you're like valuing yourself on how much you can buy someone, you're always not going to have that much value because there's always going to be someone else nearby with more.
And you're putting the value on the items over the value of yourself. Like it's like saying to the person you're with, instead of valuing me, value the things I get you. You know what I mean? Which I guess is kind of what you said.
Like I literally seen a video the other day. It was like this girl, and she's having a massive go at this guy because it was her birthday, and he took her out to a restaurant, and she just decided to bring 18 mates with her. And he go, why didn't you pay for all my mates? And it's like, I don't care if it's your birthday. I'm not going to pay for like 20 people to get like food. Like I'll pay for
what she should have said is she said, would it be
It's not their
okay
birthday,
if I
it's
bring
like-
my friends? And then he could have said, well, yeah. Or he could have said, well, I'll pay for you, but I'm not going to pay for that. Not just like, not say, yeah. Because then it's kind of like, you knew he wouldn't be alright with it. That's why you didn't say.
Let's say it's a 30 quid meal for each of them. That's like 20 people. Like
20 people, was it really that many people though?
no, it's 18 people. It's him
a lot of
and his
people.
girlfriend as well. So like,
It's going to be hundreds.
I mean, what the fuck?
And, it depends, and wherever you're going might be an expensive restaurant. If it's her birthday, he's probably taking her somewhere quite nice.
And I feel like people who expect that kind of thing aren't really there because they wouldn't want to do that for someone they like love. It's more like let's see how much I can milk you for, like
All your
just in
work,
general, yeah.
You get as well.
They don't last though, those relationships.
Yeah, you get as well like
They
where
last as long as the month does.
I guess.
Yeah.
And the other person can take the using of them, I suppose.
there's a lot of like at the end. There's the whole asking for material things. You think you can't ask for all the like meals and drinks and stuff. You can't buy that. You can't get them back. You can't get any return on that. So like,
Also, like your time
I think
as
it's
well.
gone with a
Like, if you
relationship.
wasted loads of time on someone who just fully wasn't worth it, like just who was like had completely different intent, and they were just actively wasting your time. Like that's something in itself. Like you could have been doing more worthwhile shit.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience, obviously, you know, as much of problems there was with me and my ex-girlfriend, she was not stingy at all. She spent a lot more money than I did with a lot of things. And when we would go out for meals, you know, sometimes I'd pay and then sometimes she would pay, and it was just like went both ways. And I think that's good with a relationship because if you're open to spend on somebody you want to because you like them, you like to spend time with them, and everything, it should be the other way as well. So if you're gonna buy things for people loads, well, you know, it's nice to. Well, okay, it's nice for the other person to do it as well. But at the same time, if you're wanting to spend loads of money on a certain person, you shouldn't expect the other person to also want to because they might be in a different financial situation. But you know, with the whole meals thing, it was just nice because like if we would both decide, all right, yeah, we both want to go out, and then we just take it in turns to pay. I think that's what we did. So that's a nice thing, I think, when you spend money on each other in that way. But I don't really know where I'm going with this. I mean, I think, yeah, just my whole opinion on that from my own experience with the spending on people is don't do it if you think it's going to make the other person uncomfortable, and don't do it if you not worry, but don't do it if you're doing it just to use them, or, you know what I mean? Do it, only spend and get spent on if you are confident that you guys are going really well in the relationship and you like each other or love each other enough to responsibly spend money on each other.
I feel like the only reason you should be doing stuff like that, like if there's any other reason,
Opening
you should do it.
another vape. Oh my god, you are addicted. This man is opening another vape.
The only reason you should be doing shit like that would be to make the other person happy. And if there's anything else even
Yeah,
in
there
the
should be no
picture, then-
motive. It should be just
Like,
Yeah.
there should only be one reason you're doing it, and if there's anything else even nearby,
to serve your time together. In the
Yeah.
right way, yeah.
then that's
spending money in a relationship is like it's an uncomfortable topic. Because with my ex, obviously she was working all the time and I was a uni student, so we try and keep it like as even as possible. It did work out that we both spent the same amount of money, like on each other, like food wise, etc. Yeah. but obviously, like, in a relationship like that, it's good faith that you kind of you take into circumstance, like you take in that other people's circumstances might not be the same, like they might be at uni while you've got a job, etc. And if you're happy to, like, you know, get the bill that time or whatever, then it's in good faith. You know, you can't really expect them to stick around either way. It should all just be like good faith, or, you know, we're happy for now.
Know that the person who you're like with or like mates with or whatever cares about you enough to not try and screw you over.
Yeah.
Like, you should like have the faith that what they're doing isn't trying to get one over on you. It's just like they're just doing it in an innocent mindset.
Well, I think, yeah, like, I think anything at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, there needs to be that level of understanding, and whether it's the whole spending topic we just said or anything else, yeah, it comes from the understanding of the other person and stuff like that, and of each other. And if you don't have that, then, you know, lots of things in the relationship can go wrong. You know what I mean? Spending being one of them, but lots of other things as well. Just, you know, you have to understand what sort of person the other person is, because if you don't, then, you know, they could do things that you don't quite understand, and you know, like, I'm just trying to think of an example. I don't know. Like, let's say someone's got really bad anxiety, and they go to a restaurant or anywhere, cinema, I don't know, anywhere. And they're like, I can't do this, I can't do it, I feel really horrible, and they have to leave the room or something. If the other person doesn't quite understand, that might piss them off and cause an argument. Whereas if you're understanding, you get it, then you'll be a lot more sort of, oh, it's alright, don't worry, sort of thing. I don't know really what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, the more you understand another person, the better your relationship. Even not even just romantic relationship, like even friendship or family or anything. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I feel like it sounds really complicated, but when you're like in that situation with like a mate or someone you're going out with, it's not as complicated because you know all the context of it. You understand it way better when you're like in the mix. But hearing about it from like an outside perspective always sounds crazy, like loads of stuff going on at the same time. But like, yeah.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that.
So like, say you're like hearing about someone's situation, they've got this to worry about and this to worry about. They paid last time.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
everything like that. Some will be listening to it like, oh my god, there's so much going on. But then if you're actually part of it, like in it, like one of the factors of it, like you understand it because you've lived through all the things that have made up all the variables, and it just doesn't seem as complex to you as it would to other people from the outside because you know all the context of the situation. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I get you. Context goes a long way in, like, from insider and outsider perspectives, because a lot of the time after breakups, like, stories will come out and, like, the party in the wrong or whatever the way it's flipped, there's always like some kind of context left out, I feel like.
Yeah. I was going to ask you while I remember, actually. Dragon.
Oh.
Jason Dragon.
That's me.
Have you been back to Brighton like since we last went to Bournemouth? Or
No, I haven't been to Brighton in ages. I've got to get back down. I've been needing to go to Brighton.
Yeah, because I
still haven't seen my new house. So I'm living in
You're
it
not?
yet. I haven't been in there once.
How long until you move in? September?
I'm going out in late August. So I've got festival to go to, stuff to do like that.
The only reason I was asking is because I was going to ask you, while we're on the topic of these relationships and things, you recently, you know, well, I don't know whether you're officially with this girl or whether you're like just seeing her. I was just wondering, you know, how's it going with that?
It's going decent.
Is it?
Talking a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Did you already know each other for a while or something?
Not really, no.
No?
Yeah, just
Oh, I
kinda
thought you were
met
mates
people
like before or something.
Yeah, no, I didn't really know. It's like mate of mate kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know much else about that. Just haven't really been down to Brighton enough to really. Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you were down there?
And when I moved out, So it's been a long. It's just so far from here to get to. Like 5 hours for me if I was driving down. Like really long.
Yeah.
And with the fuel prices right now, I've refilled my tank the other day. 60 quid. Bear in mind it's usually like 35 to 40. It's just
fill it all the way
insane.
up. Or?
Yeah. So if I was to go there and back, I'd probably have to fill it all the way up.
Yeah.
And with no income right now, it's just rough. Like going all over the place lately, and like I'm just using it, watching it go down.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Are you gonna get like a job while you're at uni in Brighton?
Oh no, definitely. I'm gonna be like empty if I don't. Like just to be busy as well. I feel like it's like really important just to be busy, because I found myself in the first year just kind of like hanging around, and like you'll spend like whole days just on the couch watching TV, and they'll be like, I haven't done a thing today. And then you'll just have loads of energy that you haven't used. And I'm thinking when I go back, I'm going to try and like join more clubs and stuff like that, like society, stuff like that, just to be like out of the house, like meeting more people and stuff, because it's just like interesting doing that kind of thing. When you like meet new people, stuff like that, you've got like a bigger web of people to like get in contact with. So if you're bored, you want to meet, yeah.
I'll say that obviously I was a commuting student, and the best way to like meet new people is definitely societies, especially with like COVID, like classes were online, stuff like that. Like going to American football opens so many other doors with other societies where you do like what was it, like not they call it not really a mixer, but like a social with a different society, and then you meet people from that society, etc. And then you'll be like, oh, they're actually in my class or whatever, and it like opens quite a few doors.
I always felt a bit bad for you with the uni, because I remember when you started, it was like during the corona and you didn't really get to go in, did you? And then
Yeah, so the way it worked with me is like we had September, like October, the winter months, and then just as it was becoming like, because it was like February on it, was after February, early March when Corona kicked in, which like
so you had a few
March and
months.
everything is like the main season for like being on campus. Like summer on basketball campus, when it's sunny on basketball campus, is just beautiful, and we completely missed that, and I didn't get any of that until third year. So.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, it was also, I mean, it might not have bothered you, but you know, you stayed at home, didn't you, with your parents, so you didn't really get that sort of you know, moving out and living with like other students sort of experience, did you? What how do you feel about that? Do you wish you did, or do you not really care?
It was a bit peak, but I think in like hindsight, like really, what would I have been doing? There wouldn't have been like clubs or anything open. I would have been sat in like some dodgy student property with like mold growing on the walls.
You do hear some of these stories of halls during like lockdown being just a nightmare. Like I didn't know him, but like I met a guy in Brighton who was telling me he joined like in lockdown, first year lockdown, second year, and like you can't really go and meet people in other flats, and that's like half of it.
Yeah.
Like so you can go out, going out's alright, but one of the main things about living in halls in uni is just going to flat parties and stuff like that, or just going to flats to do certain things, meeting new people and stuff like that. And during lockdown you just couldn't, because you get like corona and be fucked basically.
Yeah. Well, obviously I never went to uni, but I've had a lot of experience of going to different people's unis and stuff, and literally in 2020, like during the main part of it, you know, you could still go out and go to bars and stuff, but it was during the 10 p.m. curfew thing, so everything would close at 10.
Yeah.
So we're in London, and it's just one of those things where I went to London to see Jack and Emmanuel and that, and then I went on a date with this girl in the day, and then later on, me, Jack and Emmanuel, we met up again with her and her mate, and we had some drinks, and obviously it shut at 10. They just went back home because they were in Surrey, I think, which is like on the train, it's like 20 minutes or something from London, I think it is, something like that. And we went to we were going to go to this party after, because Jack was still in the halls at that point, and he was like, yeah, like we're not allowed to let you in, but if you sneak in. So what we did was we bought, cool.
One moment, it's my mother.
Do you want to answer?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. Yeah, we bought some Thatcher's Golds,
me and Emmanuel and Jack, and then what we did, he said, just follow us in and just look like you're meant to be here. So we just walk in, there's a little security guard at the desk, go, all right, and he goes, oh yeah, you're right. And then we just walked straight past going to the lift, and he didn't even question it, and then we went into Jack's room, sorted ourselves out, and then we went across the hall we knocked on the door, and they weren't meant to be doing this, but they were just doing it anyway. And we just went into their kitchen where they were all sat playing music, having drinks, like the shared kitchen of that whole sort of location. Met a load of people. It was really good. Had like a proper like party. It was really good. And I did that also in Bath Spa actually in 2020. Before you were probably going there at that point.
Yeah, I was. I remember you messaged. You were like, "Oh, you going to this
Yeah.
party?" It's lockdown.
I knew. I think I met a load of people that like were like the year below you, like they came a year after you or something. So as a load of people, I used to go to like a few parties with them and stuff. And like again, you're not meant to, but like it would be able to just happen anyway. And then if a security person come, they'd say, "Oh, just keep it down. Make sure you're not getting too many people." And then they just let it happen anyway. So to answer like the thing we're talking about, I think what it is with the whole halls, it's like during the corona thing, it's like you weren't meant to, but like it would happen anyway, you know what I mean? From what I saw. But obviously now it's back to normal, so like people who are doing that going in this year will obviously just have the normal experience, luckily for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we've been going for literally an hour again, so should we just wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah? Is there any closing words, anything else you guys wanted to kind of mention before we finish?
Not particularly, no.
Alright, well that's alright then. Thanks guys for watching this episode of
Good night.
Breeze Podcast. It was really enjoyable.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe.
Say hit the notification bell.
Hit the notification bell.
Press that like button.
Leave a comment.
Don't press the like button.
Leave a comment
below. And also, rate on Spotify. It was really enjoyable with you guys today. And Cameron, I'll never see you the same after what happened at the beginning of the episode. But I think in time I can forgive you, and I can be. Me and Dragon, we can be uncle.
No.
Did you just fire in his face? No. That is disgusting. Do you know I'll probably pick up on his mic? Alright, well that's down bad, so we'll end it there. See you in a bit.